Good afternoon, it's Patsy. So I come on to show you this tarot that I got today. It's one that I had on my wish list a little while ago, then I took it off and then it came up in my Amazon. So I thought I'd go ahead and buy it. Sometimes I like a fun deck, like I have the Tarot of the Magical Forest and things like that. So sometimes I do like to have a fun deck. And this is what this is. It's the Magical Manga Tarot, and it's by Ran and text by Barbara Moore. So that's what it is, and it says, immerse yourself in the mystical energy and adventurous nature of manga, capturing the beautiful style and spirit of Japanese graphic novels. Mystical Manga Tarot encourages you to step boldly onto a road of adventure and discover what mystical opportunities lie ahead. Ran's exquisite artwork brings each character to life, and they offer you the guidance needed to navigate the pages of your story. This fun, easy-to-use deck is based on the Rider-Waite system and comes with a helpful guidebook by Barbara Moore. Whether you're a tarot enthusiast, manga fan, or both, Mystical Manga Tarot will delight your mind and speak to your soul. And it's Llewellyn Publishing, and comes in the magnetic flip box, what they're known for just lately. And inside, this is what you get inside. So you get the full book, and you never, that feels really nice actually, but it's the standard that you would expect, you know, from Barbara Moore. So it's all in colour, which is even lovely. You know, I love to see these books when they're in colour. You get the contents at the front, and then you get chapter 1 glossary. Well, you get an introduction first, and chapter 1 is glossary for answers and questions. So it starts off, as with most subjects, tarot has some terms that aren't necessarily part of common language, and they aren't difficult, but it helps to have them explained up front. So when you run across them in this and perhaps other books, you will know what they mean. So it kind of gives you a glossary, like what the word arcana means, what the coins, court cards, cups, and all stuff like that, and it kind of explains, you know, what the words are meaning. And then for answering questions, you get things like, does tarot tell the future? How does a tarot work? Do you have to be psychic? Will cards show if someone is going to die? All them sort of questions. And then she's answered those. And there's about 10 questions. How to do sample readings is in chapter 2. And you get some samples with that. And there's quite a few pages of that actually. That takes you right up. You know, it tells you how to lay the cards as well, and extra touches that you can put into the reading. Then there's practice spreads, and then she goes through the practice spreads, what, you know, how you read what the cards are, etc. So then you get on to some spreads. You get, which is in chapter 3, you get about 5 or 6 different spreads. And then chapter 4 is the major arcana. She explains what the major arcana is, and then goes into each individual card and the meaning. So you get a full page of the colour image, and then the full page of the write-up of each card, and that's for the same for every major arcana in there. Then we get on to the minor, and you get the image at the top and the writing at the bottom, so that gets 1 page for each card. And then we go on to an appendix A, further study. So it kind of gives you samples of books and what have you that you can buy. And then appendix B, the Fool's Journey. And this is like, once upon a time a young man put on his favourite clothes. So it goes through the story of the major arcana of the tarot, but as a story. And that goes right through to the world card. And then you get a few pages of notes at the back. And then to write to the author, there's an address to write to Barbara Moore. And then there's adverts in the back of different decks that you can get you can get in the Gilded Tarot and all things like that. So you can, and books and what have you. So that's at the back. So that's the guidebook. So it doesn't disappoint when it's from Barbara Moore. And then we have the cards. Now this is the back of the cards. It's got like a cream edge. It's not white, it's a creamy colour. So that's the back. And it's typical Llewellyn stock, what you'd expect from Llewellyn. And then we've got the cards. So we've got the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor. Like I said, they're all done in this manga cartoon style, which I thought would be fun. My son loves Chariot. My son loves the Japanese anime. He's been thingied with, you know, he's loved it for since he was about 6 or 7, something like that. Is still watches it. The Hanged Man. And I just thought this would be a nice fun deck to add to the collection, because I haven't got many fun decks, so I thought it would be nice to add to it. And there's the Tower. Sometimes I like to just pull a deck with the images are a bit more fun like. There we go. Moon, the Sun. Very Rider-Waite style, so you know, if you read Rider-Waite, then you can have no problems with this. It's no different than any other Rider-Waite, just a different thing with a manga theme rather than the Rider-Waite. So there, we're going to go on to the Wands. And I love how the Ace is the energy, the fire energy. I do like that. There's the 2, the 3. Because even though I do love to read Rider-Waite, I learned with Rider-Waite, and it's a system that I use in just about all of my readings. I've never really ever been keen on the images of the original Rider-Waite. It just left me wanting. Very good to learn with, but there's the page. But I like something a bit more attractive to look at, if you like, something with a lot more going on, or I just weren't keen on the images. So there we go. So that's the Wand suit. Now we're going to go on to the Cups. So we've got Ace of Cups. You can see that watery energy, you know, for the emotions there. So I do like the aces in this deck. So there's the 2, 3, there's 4, 5. I like that one. But like I said, it's very Rider-Waite, isn't it? You know, there's no mistake in what the cards are when you see them, because they don't actually say the suit on them, but they don't need to. You know exactly what suit you're looking at. It just gives you the number, and then you know exactly what you're looking at. It's not hard, is it? So, and then there's the 10. So then we go on to the Page, Knight, Queen, and the King. So that's the element of water and the Cup suit. So now we're going on to the Swords. The Swords are my favourite suit, the suit of air. I love it, the sword suit. I'm not keen when it's got the stabby heart, because I don't read it as a stabby heart. And I don't think a lot of people read it as a stabby heart, you know. So it's nice when they don't always depict it that way, but when it's based on a Rider-Waite, more often than not, it will have. There we go. So, like I said, very, you know what they are, don't you? You know, there's no mistake. And there's 9. And the 10. Oh, that is a stabby in the back, isn't it? She's not on the floor, but she's got it in the back. So then we go on to the last, which is, the Courts, the Page. Getting ahead of myself. The Knight, the Queen, the King. So now we get onto the last suit, which is the pentacles, or the coins as it's called in here. And there's the ace, 2, 3, 6, 7, I just wanted to give you a quick look at these. There's the page of pentacles, the knight, I'm the Queen of Pentacles, and the king. So there we go. So yeah, so that is, it's a typical Llewellyn deck, typical cardstock, the typical box, what you expect from them now, with the bit of ribbon there, what opens up, and the gorgeous book by Barbara Moore in there as well, with the colour images, which is, it's lovely. I mean, the books are always great when Barbara Moore's written them. You always know you're going to get a good book. So yeah, so that's the mystical manga. Something different for me, something a bit more fun when I want a fun deck. And I know my son's going to love this, because like I said, this is his style of cartoons that he likes to watch, so he'll enjoy that as well. So thanks for watching, and I will speak to you all soon. Have a great weekend all. Bye.